Hello, boys and girls of YouTube. I am J-Rick, and welcome back to the NerdHouse, where sci-fi, fantasy, anime, comics, and video games all collide under one roof. Don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe to keep up on all of the awesome gaming as well as sci-fi, anime, fantasy content that I will be bringing you in the future. Now, if you missed the last episode, then you'll know that it was the 4 SmackDowns leading up to the pay-per-view we're at now, the Great American Bash. And on the last week, we had Kane finally putting the rivalry between himself and Chris Masters to rest by beating him for a final time to go 2-up. Then we had Gregory Helms pulling out the singles victory over Chavo Guerrero. Hopefully, that does not mean that they can't fight for the Cruiserweight Championship. Then we have Randy Orton picking up a singles win over John Cena heading into the pay-per-view. Gregory Helms and Shelton Benjamin, the duo that's on fire, picked up a win over Matt Hardy and Johnny Nitro, the tag team contenders. Then we had Undertaker picking up the momentum win against United States champion JBL going into the Great American Bash. And then the Cerebral Assassin, the World Heavyweight Champion, Triple H, on fire ever since obtaining that World Heavyweight Championship, only taking one singles loss to Batista since obtaining that title 4 weeks ago. But we are at the Great American Bash, and we are going to see if Triple H can hold on to that big, shiny gold plate they call a championship. Alright, so, I guess first we're going to check our emails. We've got 2 contracts expiring, Booker T and JBL. And we've got Eddie Guerrero wanting a title shot. A month overdue. I bet that means he's upset. Alright, so let's go to our rosters. Booker T is unsatisfied. He says it's been a while since I've had some gold. So, you know what? His contract is expiring. He's not in a rivalry. I'm going to release him, go to free agency, and just pick him up for 3 months. Simple as that. Solved. No big deal. Ooh. I see they've dropped some gems off in the free agency there. So, you know what? Psychosis. I'm going to pick up the Big Show for 5 weeks, just to pick somebody up, just to have one extra guy on the roster, just because he's there, right? The Big Show. You know, I actually traded the Big Show over to them for Booker T, I think it was. Booker T and somebody else, I can't remember. You'll have to go back to the other episodes in order to pick that up. Alright, so let's check out. Yep, Eddie Guerrero is upset. He wants a championship match. Our rivalries are looking good. JBL, his contract is expiring, so let's give him 3 months. Oh, we have a lot of contracts coming up in about 3 weeks, so they're not good. Alright, so let's check our Power 15. Oh, look at that, Triple H holding number 1. Batista right there, so that's good. Edge is in there, Eddie Guerrero is in there, Randy Orton, Undertaker, Rob Van Dam, JBL. Yes, they qualified. They get to have their championship matches here at the pay-per-view. This is exactly what I wanted to see. That is great, great, great news. Alright, so match 1 is going to be our Cruiserweight Championship match. And we are going to make it, let's see, Chavo Guerrero and Gregory Helms. We'll put them in an Iron Man match. We'll make it a 15-minute, no, I think 15 minutes is cheating these 2 brilliant talents a little bit. We'll make it a 20-minute Iron Man match between Chavo Guerrero and our Cruiserweight champion, Gregory Helms. What do you mean he's not in contention for the title? Yes, he is. Did I just schedule the wrong title? Is that what happened here? Chavo Guerrero and Gregory Helms, yep. He's in the Power 15. I know I saw it. Yeah, he's right there. So why is he not in contention for the championship? That doesn't make sense. Because he's right there. Maybe because this is on the Sunday and it hasn't updated yet? Oh man, that's probably what it is. That's bogus. That is bogus. So, it'll be a single no manager. Or not a single no manager. It'll be a ladder match. And if Chavo Guerrero wins this ladder match, he will get his Cruiserweight Championship shot next week on Friday Night SmackDown, and Shelton Benjamin will be banned from ringside. He will not be able to attend. So, just to make it a little bit more interesting, we're going to put Shelton Benjamin in Gregory Helms' corner, so that way if Chavo Guerrero wins, which I have a good feeling that he's going to win, we're going to see a Cruiserweight Championship match next week. Now let's see if it'll let me make our Tag Team Championship match. Hopefully it will. And Matt Hardy versus Shelton Benjamin and Gregory Helms. It will not. That is messed up. So they're just going to be in a... They'll be in a steel cage. This one is, I guess, to earn the right to fight them for their tag team championships next week on Friday Night SmackDown. Since technically Shelton Benjamin and Gregory Helms fought for it a couple Friday Night SmackDowns ago, they don't actually have to. So then we're going to have a last man standing between John Cena and Randy Orton. And Randy Orton, yep, bada bing, bada bing. Oh. Then we'll have a 4-man battle royal between a Booker T, Big Show, Edge, and Eddie Guerrero. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think I'm going to change that. I don't like that. We'll do a Hell in a Cell single. Yeah, Booker T and Big Show. I guess this can kind of be the go to the bathroom match, if you know what I'm talking about. Or I could do Booker T and Carlito. Yeah, I'm going to do Booker T and Carlito in a Hell in a Cell. Then for the United States Championship, here's the part where you want to return back for. It's a 4-man battle royal between Edge, Eddie Guerrero, Undertaker, and JBL. And then for our World Heavyweight Championship, we will have this is a difficult choice, isn't it? Actually, I will make this the Hell in a Cell. Batista, Triple H, and instead of this being, this will just be a special guest referee with the Big Show in his big return to Friday Night SmackDowns as the special guest referee, and we'll just see what happens here in this match. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is our card. This is what we're going to roll with, so let's get to it. We are going to watch a good bit of these matches to see how they turn out. I might even play this one. I'm not 100% sure. We'll just have to see. Alright, confirm match card. Yes. Alright, let's go over here. This one I want nothing to do with, so I'm going to simulate it, and Randy Orton picks up the victory. John Cena is falling farther and farther down the card. He's not doing all that hot. Let's see what happens with this one. Booker T picks up the win over Carlito. I don't really see a rivalry between Booker T and Big Show coming from this, so we're just going to say that Big Show called it fair, and he just did whatever the refs do. I'm not going to say that he attacked Booker T or anything like that afterwards. He just showed up, did his job, and got the pop afterwards, and Booker T picks up a win. He was wanting a title shot. So we'll just see if he keeps up the wins. He very well might get to that title shot. We will be definitely watching this match. We might watch this match. I'm not 100% sure. I definitely want to watch that match, and I'm going to be playing this one. Actually, I won't play this one. I'll leave this one as organic as possible. So we'll simulate it. And come on, Chavo. Oh, Gregory Helms picks up the win. What kind of crock is that? So Gregory Helms finally puts Chavo down. Chavo Guerrero is not going to get his Cruiserweight Championship match. But there's still an opportunity for the Tag Team Championship. With the Los Guerreros, since they're both faces. And this has an opportunity to blossom into something more involving Eddie Guerrero, depending on how this Battle Royal goes. So we're going to dive right on into this match. We're going to watch it. I'm very interested in seeing who comes out on top for this. If Matt Hardy and Johnny Nitro pull out the win in this match, and then the win in the next Friday Night SmackDown Tag Team title match, that could drastically change the scope of the Friday Night SmackDown Tag Team division, as well as the Cruiserweight division. If they do lose the championships, they will finally stray away from the tag titles, and Gregory Helms can go on a solid Cruiserweight Championship run. The only problem is that the pool of Cruiserweight Champions is not really a great pool to pull from. So, and picking up Rey Mysterio is going to be hell, considering that he is like the WWE Champion right now, over on Raw. So, I don't really know how that's going to work out, but that is then, this is now, and now is a steel cage match to determine if Matt Hardy and Johnny Nitro get their Tag Team Championship match. And the bell sounded, a stiff shot from Johnny Nitro, then we've got a back suplex from Shelton Benjamin onto Johnny Nitro, a double team onto Matt Hardy, good teamwork from Shelton Benjamin and Gregory Helms. Got the submission on Matt Hardy. Johnny Nitro kicks to the midsection on Gregory Helms. Shelton Benjamin realizing his partner's in trouble, but not that much trouble with the arm wrench and a reversal. A reversal from Matt Hardy onto Shelton Benjamin. The action is already hot. They are already going after each other like wildfire. The reverses are already crazy. Gregory Helms and Johnny Nitro going back and forth. Shelton Benjamin and Matt Hardy going back and forth. Solid chops. And Matt Hardy catching up with the Cruiserweight Gregory Helms. Oh, man. He gets, Shelton Benjamin takes them both down with clotheslines. Oh, and a solid chop to Gregory Helms. Solid punches. Oh, and a shoulder tackle takedown from Matt Hardy. The unbroken one, or the unwoken one, whichever Matt Hardy universe you want to go from. Johnny Nitro has a finisher, and he's going for it. He is going for it, and he hits Gregory Helms with it. It doesn't look like it did a whole lot, and oh, the low blow. Johnny Nitro going to pick up Gregory Helms and gets the low blow, and the ref is down. The ref is down. Not that it matters, because it's a steel cage. And a takedown, and then a kick to the gut on Gregory Helms. There is so much action going on in this match, ladies and gentlemen. Shelton Benjamin is close to his finisher with a takedown onto Johnny Nitro. And a solid stiff punch onto Matt Hardy. Gregory Helms looks like he is already feeling this match. And then an eye poke to Johnny Nitro from Gregory Helms. And then Johnny Nitro looking like he might return the favor, and he does with a power slam. Your standard body slam, power slam maneuver there. And, oh, Matt Hardy's climbing. He's going to climb the cage, and Shelton Benjamin catches him. Matt Hardy makes the first attempt. Shelton Benjamin's got his finisher. Excuse me, folks. This action is really heating up. It's so hot that it's making my throat dry out. And Shelton Benjamin stores his finisher before Matt Hardy can get over there and get behind him. Johnny Nitro putting the reversal on Gregory Helms. Gregory Helms unable to pull Matt Hardy with a clothesline reversal. Gregory Helms is not looking very hot in this match. That Chavo Guerrero match really took a toll on his body. He is hurting from the action in the first match. And then a reversal on to Johnny Nitro. He is hurting, but he is still in this match. Matt Hardy now has a finisher, while he and Shelton Benjamin stared each other down. So he and Shelton Benjamin both have a finisher stored. Gregory Helms hitting the mat hard. To the turnbuckle with Shelton Benjamin. The action. These guys are starting to get a little tired, so the action is starting to slow down. Gregory Helms is the most hurt out of all of these guys. He is not looking all that great. Matt Hardy, twist of fate. Twist of fate out of nowhere, ladies and gentlemen. Gregory Helms is laid out. He may not get up ever again. Shelton Benjamin and Johnny Nitro going at it, and Shelton Benjamin knocks Matt Hardy all the way back down to the mat. This is the second attempt to climb by Matt Hardy. Shelton Benjamin runs at Matt Hardy, and he takes him down. Both Johnny Nitro and Matt Hardy are to their feet. Gregory Helms getting it taken out on him. Shelton Benjamin going into the turnbuckle. Johnny Nitro and Matt Hardy both have finishers now. A shoulder tackle takedown from Matt Hardy. Both of these men could climb. Johnny Nitro hitting Helms with the finisher. Matt Hardy going to climb. Johnny Nitro going to climb. Gregory Helms is laid out. Shelton Benjamin to his to his feet. He knocks down Johnny Nitro. Matt Hardy makes it over the side. Matt Hardy is over the side. One half of the staple of Matt Hardy and Johnny Nitro is over the side. But now Johnny Nitro is left to the wolves. He is in there alone with Gregory Helms and Shelton Benjamin. Gregory Helms is laid out. He is finally making it to his feet after a nice drop kick to Shelton Benjamin from Johnny Nitro. He avoids the slap to take down Gregory Helms, but Shelton Benjamin finally just catches up with him, the numbers game. And now Shelton Benjamin is taking it to him, driving him into the turnbuckle. A reversal. Oh, and a super kick. A super kick out of nowhere from Johnny Nitro onto Shelton Benjamin. If he gets Gregory Helms off his feet, he could climb, folks. A reversal. All of these men in this match are hurting. Matt Hardy sitting safely outside of the cage, rooting on his teammate, hoping, praying that they can get the victory and go on to tag team glory. A reverse, all while avoiding Shelton Benjamin's charge. And now the numbers game, catching back up. Shelton Benjamin with the super kick and a drive into the turnbuckle. Gregory Helms has his finisher. Johnny Nitro is not looking very hot. And a reversal for the big punch on Gregory Helms and an eye poke from the face. Doing everything he can. Seeing dissension here. The face using dirty tactics in an attempt to get over in this match. Doing everything he can. And then a back suplex to Shelton Benjamin. If he knocks Gregory Helms off his feet, he could very well climb. And he's off his feet. Johnny Nitro has his finisher. He's regaining stamina. Shelton Benjamin rushes, gets behind him. Johnny Nitro reverses. Shelton Benjamin's now off his feet. He goes to pick up Gregory Helms, but Gregory Helms gets reverse in. Oh, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. With the reversal, and then the takedown. Either one of these guys could climb. Shelton Benjamin's going for it. He's climbing while Gregory Helms keeps Johnny Nitro occupied. Will Shelton Benjamin be the first of the tag team over? Johnny Nitro is laid out, folks. He might not ever get back up again. Gregory Helms is climbing. Will he make it? Will he make it? Will he get over? He will. He made it to the top. Johnny Nitro's to his feet, but it's too late. The tag team champions win the steel cage match. Johnny Nitro and Matt Hardy do not get their tag team championship match next week on Friday Night SmackDown in a heated contest that saw Johnny Nitro use heel maneuvers as a face to try to get a victory in this match. That, ladies and gentlemen, could be the seeds of Matt Hardy and Johnny Nitro's destruction. This could bring about a future heel change for Johnny Nitro, and he could even turn, possibly, on Matt Hardy in the coming weeks. But, as you see here, Gregory Helms and Shelton Benjamin pick up the W in this match, and they are walking up the ramp as winners, ladies and gentlemen. So, there is no real big change in the tag team scene with this dominant victory over Johnny Nitro and Matt Hardy. It is, without a doubt, that Shelton Benjamin and Gregory Helms are our tag team champions, and they're here to stay. So we very well could see a new shakeup in the tag team division, finding new contenders for our tag team champions. And then we've got Batista versus Triple H. For some reason, my camera keeps trying to fog out on me. I don't really understand why, but it is what it is. As long as I notice with ample amount of time, it should be alright. I think we have just enough time to watch this match right here. So we're going to see what the boys do. Batista and Triple H. Oh, I don't want to play it. I want to watch it. And we will feature the 4-man Battle Royal. Also, I believe that'll probably be the very last match that we watch, because that one will have the most dominant outcome on some of the stuff going forward. The next pay-per-view is going to be SummerSlam, and that is the first joint pay-per-view of GM mode. So we are going to see, we'll probably only get 2 or 3 matches at the SummerSlam pay-per-view, but because we have a majority of the fans, for now, we should get the main event and possibly one other match on the card. So we're going to make it explosive, to say the least. I haven't unlocked The Rock or Stone Cold yet. That might be something that I do beforehand, just as a surprise for SummerSlam. But honestly, I feel like our roster has the strength to carry us through SummerSlam without having to unlock a legend. I feel like that's something that you would do around Survivor Series or the Royal Rumble, possibly heading into WrestleMania. But if you guys want to see a legend come in before then, by all means, leave it down in the comments section below. If there's another game or something like that that you would like me to play, leave it down in the comments section below. That's the great thing about the comment section. You're pretty much free to comment whatever you want, as long as it's not hate speech. So, alright, Triple H starting off the action with a lockup, and then he gives him a DDT solid. Batista on a couple of week losing streak to our world champion Batista. I guess a thigh head thrust, I don't really know what you would call that. A solid punch to the chest of Batista. Oh man, the power of Triple H. This is definitely a power game as well as a mind game. You know how the cerebral assassin works. He's putting on the submission, trying to take the power game away from Batista, but Batista powers out of it pretty quickly. Batista, we all know the animal. He is the powerhouse of these two, but Triple H, he's no weakling. and he's also the cerebral assassin, the heavy thinker. And we've got a reverse. Oh, and a solid punch. Triple H trying to tear up that midsection, getting reversed, and then a punch to the face from Batista. Oh, and then a knee to the midsection, and now he's trying to tear up Triple H's midsection, but Triple H reverses, and then he's doing the shoulder drag, trying to take the power game away from Batista slowly through working those arms and legs. He can't lift if his arms and legs are battered and bruised. Triple H showing off his power game, saying, "You're not the only powerhouse here, Batista," dropping him flat on his stomach. Batista reverses as Triple H goes to pick him up, but he doesn't capitalize, and Triple H goes to town with some melee strikes. They lock up. Batista reverses, getting the upper hand. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Oh man, what a, I guess a toss power slam, you would call that. He sent Triple H flying. That is some true power. And it looks like he's trying to take the power game off of Triple H now by working that knee in a submission. Triple H trying to power out of it, but he doesn't. In fact, he gets his foot on the knee, and it breaks it up. Triple H gets back to his feet, only to get knocked back down by Batista, but then he reverses. Oh, what's this? Is he trying to build up the momentum with a solid punch to the back of the head by the heel Triple H? Batista, getting mad, locks up. Oh, he grabs his hair and slings him down. He's had enough. He said, "You punched me in the back of the head. I'm going to return the favor with some hair pulling." And now he's going to take, again, working that knee, taking that power game away from Triple H. And Batista's working. He's got the momentum for his finisher now. 3 minutes into this match, we could very well see a Batista bomb, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I said it wrong the first time. I did not, so I was stuck on repeat. He throws Triple H into the turnbuckle, stores his finisher. Solid strikes from Triple H. He runs, but Batista drops him onto his face. A reverse by Triple H. So far, ladies and gentlemen, this match has been evenly matched. Oh, some solid strikes and a lockup by Triple H. Batista getting the upper hand. And he's going for what looks like, yes it is, ladies and gentlemen, a double-handed choke slam onto the game Triple H. Batista getting some stamina before... Oh, he's going for it, ladies and gentlemen. Batista bomb. Batista bomb. Will he get the 1, 2, 3 pin here, ladies and gentlemen? We'll find out. 1, 2. A late count by the ref, and no. Because it was a late count, he does not. Oh, and a low blow by the game Triple H as Batista goes to pick him up. What ring presence after a Batista bomb. Now Batista is going to use those ropes to his advantage. Neither combatant has left the Hell in a Cell yet. But Batista using this ring, anything goes in this matchup, as it is a Hell in a Cell match. So that is not against the rules whatsoever. Batista doing what he's got to. Oh, he's going for the clothesline, and Triple H said, "You're not pulling that on me. I have the ring presence to know to stop you from doing that." But Batista says, "No, shoulder drag, and I'm going to bring you down on your face anyway. So, prevent me once, I'm just going to find another way." He charges. Triple H steps out of the way, ladies and gentlemen. Solid punches. Reversal of the grapple by Batista. Batista getting behind him this time. He's going for the submission. Will Triple H tap out here? He's really applying the pressure. That powerhouse in those arms, but Triple H escapes. He gets out of it. Both men looking about evenly hurt here. Triple H with a reverse. More solid strikes and a lockup. Kick to the midsection. And then a DDT, ladies and gentlemen. He's trying to work the head, setting up for that pedigree, so that way he can put Batista away with one. Oh, and solid ground strikes to the face of Batista. And Triple H has that pedigree. Will he go for it? Will he go for the pedigree? Oh, Batista reverses. He does not go for the pedigree. Oh, and solid strikes to the midsection from Batista, showing that true power that he has. And now he's going for the submission, working that head, returning the favor to Triple H, who did not get to store his finisher, so he does not have the ability to pedigree anymore. Triple H gets out of it. The ref breaks it up. They've been on the ground for too long. Batista going to pick him up in a low blow from Triple H. He's doing everything he can to retain this title. This championship that he so dirtily won from Batista. Batista reversing and backing away, giving himself some air. They stare down for a second and lock up. This has been an epic match. Oh, and Triple H with the throat choke thrust down. He's telling Batista, this is my championship, my show, and it's going to remain that way. Batista reversing, getting fired up with the slap and the lockup. What's he going for? Oh, and then he drop onto the side of Triple H. Batista has his finisher. He could very well go for the Batista bomb. Instead, he's choosing for the submission. Gonna put a little bit more of the hurting on Triple H. There are no rope breaks in this match. He used the ropes to get away from Batista, however, who stores that finisher. And now he's going to work that knee once again. Take more of that power away from Triple H. So that way he can more handily put on that Batista bomb. He now has 2 Batista bombs, ladies and gentlemen. Batista is on top, but he is tired. Oh, what a slap chop take down the back of Triple H. He's going for the pin, the first pinfall of the match. 1, 2, 3. Batista is the World Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Batista is our World Heavyweight Champion. In a turn of events, Triple H never could get that pedigree off. This was one hell of a match. Neither one of the contestants ever left the Hell in a Cell, which is a little disappointing to me, honestly. But they went tit for tat. This was one hell of a technical match. They went back and forth. It was anybody's ball game at any point in time. It was a solid match. And we saw Batista pick up the win over Triple H. He could have given him a Batista bomb to get the pinfall victory, but after the match that we saw and everything they put into it, quick, and they didn't really leave the Hell in a Cell, but a very good showing. Very good showing. And in the next video, we are going to see the Great American Bash Part 2 and the first SmackDown directly after the Great American Bash pay-per-view. So the next episode will feature this Battle Royal for the United States Championship and then the first SmackDown afterwards. This has been J-Rick. You have been at the Nerd House. Goodbye and good night. Bang!